Let's go on a journey. We'll learn about legends and find spooky stories. We'll learn about legends like Bigfoot, hybrid's like the Goatman, the Mothman. Who knows what we'll learn and find on this journey? All kinds of monsters. Who knows what we'll learn along the way? There's so many legends out there, so many to learn about. And we'll learn about legends that we probably didn't even know about together, and come upon stories that'll scare the pants off us. So let's go on this journey together. Hey y'all, welcome back to Legends and Stories with Autumn Myers from Myers Paranormal. And this is our series about hybrid's. Our hybrid for the day is sirens. And you'd be surprised. I was surprised when I started looking into this. And it blows your mind because if you're not into researching the paranormal, or the real into these myths and these legends, and you're just going off what we heard, what legends are, what legends are, like, tell me, if you don't know, like me, growing up, or when you heard sirens, and if you watched Pirates of the Caribbean, you think of sirens are evil mermaids, and the ugly, evil mermaids with extra fins on their arms, teeth, all that. But no, they're completely different species or creature. And so this starts back long ago in the Greek mythology. Sorry if I can't say. The hybrid of half bird, half woman. Yeah, shocking. Bird body, woman head. Sometimes they're just pretty women with bird wings. But most of the legend are bigger bird body and head of a woman. And that just blew my mind. You learn a lot doing research. That's the one thing I like about researching, because you do learn a lot stuff you didn't know. Their origins are hard to say, but they say they're daughters of the sea god Phorcys or river god Oculus. I hope I said the names right. They're hard to pronounce. It was they lived near an island near Scylla in Calypnis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I keep looking up trying to make sure I said it right. This island was littered with bodies all over the island of the sailors that didn't make it, that was tricked into going ashore because they was captivated by the beautiful voices of the siren, which that gets into the next stories, the next legend of the story that evolves around this island. And how many sirens do you think there was? Depends on the story and the teller. Most only had 2, but depends. Some had 8. Sirens was known for the beautiful voice They had the most beautiful voice. All the sailors would say. And when a sailor would sail by and they would hear that voice, they would get hypnotized. And it would make them want to find that voice. So they would sail right into the clutches of the siren. So that's how many sailors would disappear on the sea. And one, I think the legends of when they became known as the mermaid virgin was when, and it got twisted somewhere. The sailors just, I don't know, they twisted into they was beautiful mermaids that was doing it, because the sailor would call the sirens beautiful mermaids. There was one way they could stop and try to get out and make it home when they sail through the area where the island is. They could cover their ears, not with their hands, not with earmuffs or cotton, nothing you would think of we had today or anything like that. You would not think of what they would do. Beeswax. Yeah. I don't know how that would feel, but yeah, they would stuff beeswax in their ear so they could not hear the beautiful songs. Yep, that's how they would make it past the area, was use beeswax so they could not hear the lovely song. And the death trap would be more like it. And there's a story about a sailor. He wouldn't hear the beautiful voices of the siren, so he had his crew tie him to the sail pole, and everybody else, they stuffed their ears with beeswax. They went through the area where the island was said to be, and he started hearing the lovely song, and he tried to get loose. He begged them. He pleaded with them to untie him. He really wanted, he really begged them to untie him, but they didn't listen to him. And then, supposed to the legs, and the sirens came at him to get him, but he made it through. He was able to withstand the trap because he had them tie him to the post, and he didn't. And they said the sirens perished. That's what the story said. They just perished because I guess I guess they needed somebody to, I don't know, beat them or something, but they perished. Greek legend because it involves a god. The sirens was told to be companions of Persephone. I think that's how you say it. And one day, she was kidnapped by Hades. Her mother gave them wings and told them to go save her. Do whatever they can to go find her. Their song is a beautiful, sad song, actually calling for Persephone to come home. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. It was told in a different Greek book that they was punished for not protecting Persephone, for letting her get kidnapped and not being able to even find her. And they was cursed. They are fated to live as they lived through their whole song and passed the island safely. And so I believe this legend or story, this could connect with the other one. The reason why they perished when the sailors passed by when he heard the song all the way through, and they just perished. Finally, they was able to lift the curse because somebody was able to hear the song all the way through. This story gives you a reason why they just fell and perished. How did sirens and mermaids get mixed up and became one being? Because people thought sirens was evil mermaids, but in research, they're not the same creatures. They think people got confused trying to not decode the Greek text or whatever you call it, decode it or descript it or whatever, trying to figure it out. They didn't have nothing but text. There was no pictures or nothing. It was just text. And so maybe that's why they ended up mixing two creatures into one creature. They misread something, or it just somehow they just got crisscrossed. In many Roman languages, the word mermaid and siren is the same. So maybe that's how they got mixed up. They didn't have more details, and they just like, oh, that's the same and the same. Instead of getting more detail, didn't get any more details. All I got down, y'all. I don't know what my next hybrid would be. Mermaids. If I wrote about mermaids and sirens together, that would be a longer report, research. So mermaids will be separate from sirens to discuss how because there would be a different, because I was trying to debate, should I try to sit down and write two different research on one on sirens and one on mermaids, and then read one and then did a part two. But I'm just gonna do sirens, and then mermaids will come up in a different hybrid video. and we'll discuss what all about mermaids. Y'all, there is a lot more to learn about sirens. There is a lot more to learn. Like, these videos could be hours long, but I just give you a few stories and some of what I found. If you want to learn more, feel free to go do your own research, y'all. And you'll be surprised what you find yourself. That's it on sirens. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye, y'all.
You're watching Myers Paranormal.